Statement, sorry, have you heard statement like you can go to court if you feel if you are not satisfied with the outcome of the election? Is the judiciary not the hope of the common man?
The judicial system in Nigeria should be the hope of a common man.
Yes.
But it is a shame, a disgrace, that the judicial system in Nigeria is no longer the hope of a common man, because they know that INEC knows at the end of the day, when you feel dissatisfied with the election, they will ask you to go to tribunal, go to court and the likes. And who are the people in the judicial system? The people in the judicial system are used as a tool, as a tool for oppressing the common man. Because you can never, let me tell you something.
I thought judiciary is a separate arm of government.
It is no longer a separate arm of government. The judicial system have decided to disgrace democracy.
By who?
Okay, let's take account. Let's stop speaking this grammar and take account. Let's take account from what happened yesterday from the presidential candidates of the opposition party of the AAC. Economy is not working. Insecurity has become the order of the day. Infrastructure, nothing to talk about. Education, hospitality and the likes. The healthcare, nothing you can actually point to. Marketplaces are not working. Now, let's take account from this. Reno Omokiri, and what's his name, Gumi, has also described the administration. Gumi, who is the head of the bandit, described the administration as a criminal. Reno Omokiri has described the administration as a drug lord, a drug baron, who runs a drug syndicate, and also said, and I quote, that he has traveled to Chicago and he has quite a number of evidences. I can play Reno Omokiri's voice live from this Android phone, and you can see how come in Nigeria, if the judicial system and the security operative in Nigeria are still working, why is Reno Omokiri not being brought into custody? One, why is Reno Omokiri being awarded ambassadorship? Two, number three, why do we have 316 DSS and Nigerian police operatives? Because of just one Omoyele being brought to court and the entire streets and the court system being shut down, knowing fully well he is today the strong opposition party who is going to liberate Nigeria and bring Nigeria back to its full democracy and the voice of democracy that we all stand for. Then, without this, where is, I repeat, where is the democracy and the opportunity the opposition party stands to gain in this essence? The opposition stands to gain nothing because the administration has made up its mind to rig. We also how they were sharing PVCs, voters' cards at the Ekiti State governorship elections with APC shared 20,000.
Was it not
ABC
from social media? Were you really sure of those?
Now, when you are talking of social media, the question is it only one social media that is sharing it? Now, is it only one particular social media that speaks this? Practically every arms of the social media and media houses publicize this. ABC shared 10,000 naira. Now, that is not the only problem we have. Now, look at the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, the EFCC, were thrown out, who were supposed to be part of the observers and at the same time ensure rigging and buying of the masses' votes do not occur. What do you see? The videos are everywhere on all social media platforms and TV media houses. How the EFCC were thrown out.
Thrown out by who?
Thrown out by the ruling party, the APC people. Because I tell you what, no opposition party will ever send out the EFCC operative from observing the election in order to catch anyone involved. Even, I put it to you, let's go online. It is a very simple scenario. One of the governorship candidates in the ABC also complained of one of his staff being beaten by the APC Togri.
Okay, let's look at the economy. Assuming the economy of administration of late President Muhammadu Buhari was somehow gradually collapsing, and the APC and Bola Tinubu administration came to resuscitate it. Don't you think it gave some form of oxygen to the administration? Because if the economy is doing well, people will be smiling. And basically, we really want to removal of fuel subsidy. According to the president, governors are getting more money. So side by side, most likely, he came to resuscitate the economy. Don't you think so?
I don't want to agree with that, because there is a statement from our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I'd like to quote him verbatim according to his stances and his statements. The administration of Buhari was the same Tinubu's administration. I quote, President Tinubu said something, I will interpret it in English. Only Buhari suku Ekini Olule, Ekeji Olule.
What does that mean?
Eketa, I'm coming, I will interpret it. Eketa, ó wá sunkún lórí social media àti television houses wípé òun ò wọlé, òun wá pè lórí fóònù pé máa bọ̀ wá bá mi ní Àbújá kó wá rí mi, ó máa wọlé. It invariably means the Buhari administration, Bola Ahmed Tinubu stated something, and I quote, he said, Buhari said the first time he failed, the second time he tried, he failed, the third time he failed, and he cried on all social media and TV houses. And I called him on the phone, meet me up in Abuja, you will emerge the president. But tó bá wọlé, èmi ló kàn. Tó bá ti wọlé, èmi ló kàn. Apart from pé tó bá ti wọlé, àjọ fẹ́ ṣe kiri yìí. Meaning that once you enter, it is my turn. While you are there, we are running this administration together, and you are handing over to me. That was why you saw what happened in 2023 general election. Let's call a spade a spade.
If it is handing over to him solely, the APC wouldn't have opened up the funds for people.
That was the master strategy
the likes of the likes of the serving vice president then, Yemi Osibanjo. So don't you think that it wasn't solely for President Bola Tinubu then as a candidate, it was for other APC members to come and slug it out to know who is going to get the ticket?
Other APC member to come and slug it out to know who is going to get the ticket. Now in the National Assembly, the Senate and the likes, who are the people there? You have just answered the question, you are answering me yourself. Who are the people there? How many opposition party can you really point out in the National Assembly and in the Senate?
Well,
this is the 10th Senate National Assembly we are talking about. Now, who are there? Because now, let's declare here, if it is not what it says according to that terms as quoted, then what is the National Assembly, the 10th Senate National Assembly doing on this case? That in today, the worst in Nigeria, it is an understatement to say the administration is the most failed administration in Nigeria. No, that was just an understatement. But the most failed administration in the entire world as a whole.
Are you not really harsh when you look at, maybe because you have not entered the position of leadership? You are a candidate of a senatorial candidate. Let's look at what is the biggest opportunity when you look right now for opposition parties. Assuming you are able to go into power, do you think you were able to speak like this, or somebody need to corner you and say, hey, you have to be like other politicians? Don't you think your language will change? Can you be on the table with the APC and the PDP and the NDC, and you will not end up throwing away your flag and ending up holding the broom?
At the end of the day, thank you for a very brilliant question there. I will never throw away my flag and hold the broom. The worst that would happen if I happen to be the only Senate candidate in the 11th National Assembly coming 2027, is put my life on the line for my people. The democracy we enjoy today, the lives of MKO and Biola and the likes, were as a result of the hard sacrifices as made. You and I know fully well that if you want anything to get better in Nigeria, you will be shut down. In order for you not to be shut down, then be ready to replace yourself and make yourself a sacrificial lamb to the country. And if I have to be a sacrificial lamb to the people of Lagos West, to Nigeria as a whole, and to my country, then I so pledge my allegiance to my people. I will never hold the broom, but continue to hold the flag and give the power to the people, because the people in power are bigger, stronger, and better than the people in power.
All right, let's go for this break. When we come back, the show will continue. This is Still Talking Politics on Independent Television, Abuja. Okay, welcome back from that break. But let's look at the issue of factions, crisis in where we have it in Labour Party, we have it in the ADC, and also some other political parties. Let's tell ourselves the truth and be objective. If you want to say you are the person that really is ready to the Messiah of the nation, and people are seeing crisis in all these political parties, you can't rule your party. How will you rule over 230 million Nigeria? Have there been some crisis in your party?
As of today, the All African Action Congress, AAC, remains the only party that has never had a crisis in its party, and the only party with credibility, accountability, good governance, and ready to prove itself, and the only strong opposition in Nigeria as of today. I understand that every one of us are discouraged just about what happened in Ekiti State governorship election. Please don't be discouraged.
All right.
The hour has come.
Thank you.
And the time is now to fight. Go and get all your PVCs.
Right.
Report to all your best candidates you know. Let them fight on your side to recover your PVCs, so that your PVCs will not be sold out for rigging of the election.
All right,
and I can also say that if you vote rightly to the appropriate party you believe in, which is the All African Action Congress, I can also say without missing my word, Nigeria becomes a better place for you, for me, for our children, and for the world as a whole.
All right, thank you so much. Let the people have a choice, because when you keep saying All African Action Congress, it looks as if you want the people to throw away the broom or the umbrella. But for we are objective, we are neutral, and subsequently, we really want the people to choose. As long as you have said that there are a lot of failures or indicators or maybe loopholes of why the APC have not done well, we will wait for the citizens come 2027 to go and look at the statistics to really know if life is automatically doing well. But the APC have said they have done well. They have given student loan, the CNG buses, Lagos, coastal highway. In fact, infrastructure is going on left, right, and center. In fact, I really want to hope and believe that the citizens will make that adjustment. My guest was Comrade Alfred. He is a human rights activist and a Senate candidate or Lagos West Senatorial candidate under the platform of All African Action Congress, AAC. And he's also a friend to Omoluwe.
Sure.
That is where we draw the curtains of this edition of the program. My name is Ben, and they said on the program Talking Politics on Independent Television, Abuja. See you next week for another edition of the program. Bye-bye.
Thank you.